Speed Darlington, Akpi, Speed Darlington. I called you your names very well, and I'm sure you know I am addressing you. Gapu aka enwe n'ofe before ọghọrọ aka mmadụ. Wepụ aka enwe n'ofe tupu ọghọrọ aka mmadụ. Wepụ aka enwe n'ofe tupu ọghọrọ aka mmadụ. Speed Darlington, focus on your foul content creation. Just like I was seeing all the comments there was all I need in threesome, how about tonight, all this, and the kind of your own talk. So please focus on all the Aramara movement and agenda you know how to do better. Leave IPOB, leave the Afghan Republic government in exile and its issues alone. If you want to be part of us, like you said, you're a member, you just come out plain. You need to come out plain. Because don't advise us. You're not qualified to advise. Since you're not a financial member, you don't want to support what we're doing. We cannot deny you being a Biafran. So we can't do that. We don't have the power. But we can deny you coming to advise us. Hold your advice and don't give disinformation about this problem. Men, body the pepper men. Body the pepper man. If you know him, go and tell him, Akpi, Speed Daniel. Go and tell him, say, body the pepper man. No be chai so. Men the verse. Men the verse. Thank you, because I know say the message go reach the way we send the smoke, it go reach heaven. Yeah. All right. We go into the program of the day. Speed Darlington, we start with you.
So, Afghan Mundia, Ndenewe Yungwaga, Natara independent. Hakai, Afghanistan or Kaminani. Hakai, I don't think so. Hakai. So that's how I see the whole thing, man. That lockdown shit, I hate it. I don't like it. I hate it. Speed, you cannot charge the Afghanistan la. Speed, Ojo. Speed. Like under Afghanistan, with bomb. Russia bruise or Meha attack na 91. No better for 20 years. Only Hanota. Halamabaga Siangwaya, Wadela, Nanka Afghanistan, Pakosiangwaga Nila, Russia Baga, Wadela. After 20 years of occupation, nothing to show. Russia Awaga Ngwaga Hanile. Lana 91. So, Jenny Lang Russia Bagara Urela Kahapa Kosri Demian Ndoche Urebia Ibeno Ureha Bianca na 2000 called 2001 year 2001 10 years Russia Jibila Ndocha Abia Afghanistan Ure Russia mera abandon na 91. Wule use ngwaga nila wule Nasri ndocho okuha. Nasri ha onye ọwụla okuha. Onye ọwụla ala ndocha ala by force. So yeah, come to the same. He came off that Monday. I don't like him. Oh, when they say another freedom, we just making your people poor. Only nation another freedom. We just making your people poor. I hate lockdown Monday. I don't like her. I am a Biafra supporter, true and true. Nigeria is now moving forward. Nigeria was not built on unity. We hated each other from morning. We are suspicious of each other. I also no believe say if Igbo man enter Nigeria go still there. Hausa man believe say if Igbo man enter, Igbo man go dismantle Nigeria. We don't trust each other. What are we wasting our time? Nigeria is not progressing. Nigeria is not moving forward. We are not going anywhere. University degree means nothing here. Dividing is the only tangible direction, only feasible direction. Dividing is the only thing that makes sense. Since I was born till today, there has never been a time price went back. Never. Price always go front.
All right, Speed Darlington, we have heard you. I am Nogogi. So now the solution you have for us is Ebobuna and men sit at home. That means we are not getting it right. So the way to get let me clear the air. Sit at home is not what gives us Biafra. No. Sit at home is not what will give us Biafra. I mentioned earlier that the sit at home serves 3 cardinal purposes. Number 1 is that we are using that to demonstrate our disagreement, our bitterness, our, we are making our position clear as our people, especially the Igbo Biafrans, that we are totally in disagreement of the incarceration of Nigeria, that this is an insult on the whole of the Igbo race, even after your own government, your own court, which is not supposed to be the court to administer. In fact, where there is no even locus standing for the Nigerian state to even adjudicate over Nnamdi Kanu's matter, given that he was kidnapped. That is why look at what Wole Soyinka said. If you say it's not kidnapped, then you should tell us what it is, because as far as he knows, like many other people, the truth is there and cannot be hidden, that this man was kidnapped. So let us not dwell on the things that are not of much importance. Let's not dwell on it. Let's keep moving, man. Now look at it. You are bringing in Afghanistan kids, and you are talking about them getting their freedom without Egbe, without Noara. That's what you said. Well, I permit me to tell you for free that Afghanistan, was never in any way. Afghanistan was never moving for freedom. They were never moving for independence. What Afghanistan was seeking was the terrorist group. The terrorist group, the Taliban, who have attempted so severally since 1990s, early 1990s, to take over the government and administer Sharia. That is what Afghanistan wants. So you don't begin to, confuse issues by placing side by side the cases that are not in any way that contradicts each other. Afghanistan was a country already existing, but just that, like you have your Boko Haram, the Taliban said they abhor Western education, they abhor Western civilization, they want their people, they want to have their women, to be enslaved. They want to have some extreme policies that makes for Sharia to be supreme, to administer it over every living creature in that state. It's not as if they are looking for any new country or what. So you use cases that relate. I am very sure that you are not lost. Okay, thank you. You are not lost. So till this point, we are still flowing together. So you have used a wrong premise. You have used a very wrong premise Maybe you were looking for well, let me ignore what is not my concern and focus on my concern, and I mustn't be distracted. Okay, so as you have seen that the case you are bringing forth doesn't match, confirm it. Okay, so we have to move forward. We have to move forward. So having established the fact that the case you are using, the bomb, boom, target ya, boom. Ndị na-esi esi anwụrụ ndị otu gị gafee machisi anwụrụ ha gafee ahapụ ha. Ndị nke ji bicycle ha gafee ahapụ ha. Ndị nke na-eme nke a gafee ahapụ ha. Ozugbo ndị nke ji ndị ụsụ agha ndị nke Britain esi enuo ya. Ndị nke America tinyere isi enuo the bomb, boom. The pick up wuli elu ịgbam. Yes, we understand all of that expression. But let me tell you, they were right. The people using the boom, they were right. Because they are working, they are pursuing their conviction. But they were also wrong. They weren't fighting a just cause. But whichever way you choose to look at it, there was disagreement, there was agitatedness amongst them. The camp of the president, Mr. Afghan Gandhi, he made his point that he wished to have his people have a free civilized system. So, Ashraf said it's not as if he wouldn't have resisted, but that would have led to serious spillage, blood spillage. That was the same thing you see in Africa here, where Jonathan said he didn't want the blood of Nigerians to flow. So that doesn't go to say that any people are strong when they are showing cowardice. And very importantly, Speed Darlington, aka Akpi, please, like a brother, you can do anything, but don't use disinformation against our struggle. At least not as our own very brother. Please. Very, very important. So you must desist from that for tomorrow. And the one you have done, please try to make a video to correct it. You get why? Try to make a video to correct. You said that not people going to the market, and attacking. What goddamn does it? Their freedom have to do with ordinary women at the market? Because that is disinformation, and some of us will not be happy about it. We are not happy about it, and we will not want you to have it sustained. It will be very, 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 very good you address it again. We don't go to the market to attack the people we are protecting. We don't do that. Our people don't do that. We are not cannibals. We are not senseless. We are very knowledgeable enough. We have the very good knowledge of good and bad. Very fair knowledge of good and bad. So that's why we can't venture into anything that will mean we going to destroy the same thing we are building. That is disinformation. If the enemy is doing that, we are not expecting our own very people to do that. The politicians can do this because they benefit from the spoils of the system. The spoils of the system, they are benefiting from it. That's why they are doing anything, giving this information, and they will surely pay for it. They will, you heard me very well, they will pay dearly for all the harm they have done to us and against our struggle, because the more they do these things, they linger, they cause delay, knowingly or unknowingly, in what we are doing, just because of their selfishness, and it's kept taking lives of innocent Biafrans. As the Fulani had the locust, they have the ground giving them now to launch attacks at all time. So please speak Darlington, aka Akpi. I am now begging you so that you don't beg tomorrow. I am begging you to do the right thing. Don't engage in disinformation. You can do anything, you can play with anything, you can smoke all your shake for all I care. You were doing this, you now brought out your Igbo, you were rapping your Igbo. Enough. I'm not taking it personal, but I am. What we are doing is even more. And given your background, you should know about even more. So I am telling you now, brother, now calm down. Even as you will correct this one, you have already this blunder. You will correct it, and we don't go to markets to commit terror. We are not terrorists. We don't constitute nuisance. We are helping regulate the state of things around us. We are regulating, we are trying to control the situation around us. We are fighting hard to have our security. Very, very hard we are fighting. But you can't be there to frustrate our effort. Men no go they happy. Men no go just hold down, they watch you, they do this. Because you're an influencer. If ordinary person that doesn't have followers do this, it will be ignored. Please, I am begging you, I know why. You get the why. You get the why. After you left this particular topic that and then of course, we don't looking for boom, boom, boom. We and these people are not the same. These are terrorists. These are terrorists. The Taliban are terrorists. They want to take over government and implement, a Sharia law. Because they were not comfortable with what the president was doing at all. So let me also go into the other sphere of your argument. You herein mentioned something like, okay, let's listen to it, then we talk about it. I think that will be fair enough. Thank you. Watch on, please, my followers.
That means we parted way. So Onya na chomano, oja Yoruba na chomano. When you do international passport, it sends the message that Aya Kewala for real. Nobody is gonna be selling to each other on a special price. Card sends the message of yes, Aya Kewala, but I'm a booze or racing before I'm a resio yamba. I'm a booze or racing before onye anamana dollar. I'm in Kenya. That card is kind of ease the fear ndigacho kekewa, ease their fear, but not completely. On him passport sends the message of ekewala completely. Ihola mnerega akumi onye American akum. Mana when you do them like that, if he no come, so ndahu gacho kekewa, you enter them by. It's a card. It's like a neighboring state in a way.
The kind of I want some benefits.
I want some benefits.
What's that?
The same way Afghanistan is waiting independent here. But no I'm direct fire on fire. I'm not at a bro Jenny. How village woman won't eat? Come and face me, guy. You know what I know. Come and face. You know what I'm saying? It's some chocolate cocoa sable lockdown Monday. I told one can say. Ambush. Tease your hair. It is your hair. It is your hair. You know what I'm saying? Let economy move. Let our, you know what I'm saying? Now like this, then they fight for independence. Yes. No be lockdown Monday. No be no more Ekotutu. No more Ekobaheze. No, you know what I'm saying? Aha! Ambush. Demeha. Hey, chasing Nekahano. Hey, chasing Nekahano. Delucia Bahala, Kahari. Oh, hey, you do. Also, you know what I'm saying? Aha! Now, like this, Afghanistan, they do. Afghanistan, no, they tell anybody, close the store. No come market. You know? Afghanistan, they broke. Bujen Docha, direct, and Gambo. Yes, Ndocha Kawa, Makandocha with more training and the better equipment. But after 20 years, Ndocha realized, listen, yeah, I am bullying Nuku. But we gain nothing. How Bukurai, Manaye Karabuha, but we gain nothing. I see that, well, Obama, you know what I'm saying? Obama put, you know what I'm saying? Ndocha did Afghanistan, Pia 20 years, or Gajan when no JSS1, 9th grade. A lot of when I was already a superstar. That means I was while I was in higher education. All the year. Ogalo wrong work. Ogalo did wrong work. Look at the go at the I entered in 2001. Lot higher 2002. All 20 years. I entered 2001. Lot, and I'm saying, Abu Hana AK Potan, Hane, Hala Akbar, Onyo Chatisi, Ozozo, Onyo Chatisi, Ozozo, and they make it here, or go out, Dochala. Then we are losing boys, losing equipment. People back home are not happy.
Okay, again, Akpi. Speed Darlington, now about speed too much. Why I had advised you continue with your content creation other than dabbling into sensitive discourse, such as you have just done, wherein you goofed very big time. I want to cancel you again. That you should just keep off. You said here now that the topic, that the issue, the reason why the Fulani, the Yoruba, don't want the Biafrans to go is because of the oil. I am not going to falter you here 100%, but I am going to falter the reason you gave for that. According to you, Akpi, the people are supposed to produce passports, and as they produce passports, now they put up a card now that will have an agreement. That's a convention where, you know, there will be consideration in order to douse the fear. So once we are able to douse their fear, once we are able to douse their fear, to take care of that assurance that, you know, we are going to be selling oil to them at a more cheaper price than we sell to America and the rest of the world. So they will be, you know, they will feel secure, then they will allow us to go. That is according to you. So they want to have that assurance. They want to have a quality assurance so that they will allow us to go. Please, brother, you don't know anything about this freedom. You don't know anything about politics. I'm very sure you are very zero in issue of politics, governance in its entirety. Freedom quest, no, you don't have anything about it, no clue. You are enlightened, but you are educated, but you're not enlightened in this topic. So let me tell you, let me educate you. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu already advocated that we are going to make sure that almost all African countries, our neighboring countries, that we will be giving them oil at almost a free price. Do you know why he said that? he gave the reason himself. He said, we are going to do this because we are producers, we are inventors, we are creators, we are industrialists. Biafrans are, they are industrialists, let's just put it there. So they produce goods that are needed in the market, needed by the world for daily use. That Biafrans, so if we give our neighbors oil, if we give them oil at a very affordable price that is almost free, they will also have their own money to buy these things that we are producing. That is the logic of Mazam. So this is taken care of from the cradle, from the beginning. It was taken care of. So I don't know where you are getting the fears and the idea you are bringing forth. Of course, I might say I don't know where you are getting it. Not as if I don't really know. Because Igbo are in our fuchi. There's time for everything. All of us, we do smoke. All of us, but we don't pass our gauge. So when you understand your gauge, don't pass it. That is why Keith Daniel sang a song. He said, no go, they do pass yourself. Pempelempe, pempelempe. Ayo, no go, they do pass yourself. That is the song. So no go, they do pass yourself. You know, there is a problem with fans. When fans cheer you up for everything you do, you easily fall into a very big problem that you can't come out from. There is one anomano. There's one anomano. One anomano. Afiabu Chukwuka. He was beginning to, when he was gaining social media attention, and he began to think he was, he was a very big force to reckon with. Then he began to now attack our cause in Turkey. He was brought back by our people. And since then, he swore to fight Mazen Nnamdi Kanu dirty. But as God may have it, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is a very wise man, very charismatic leader of an impeccable quality. In his way, he ignored this anomaly totally. He ignored the idiot and never responded to him. That is the best treatment, the best answer that is always more fitting for fools. So that idiot kept making noise until he landed himself into it, because fans were clapping, bada, bada, bada. Oh, Udene ride on, Udene. You know when somebody accepts to bear certain name, Udene, Uzu, Udene eat Uzu, vulture that eats corpse, remnants of animals too. So now Speed Darlington, in about speed, Ekwena Koburogi to this level. Control yourself, okay? You're a very good guy, a good boy. So please be in control of yourself. Control your fame. It's very important. And moreover, you have no moral ground to advise us. Speed Darlington and any other person who find himself in his shoes, please, you have all of you that find yourself in the shoes and see from the same lenses from Speed Darlington, please. You don't have any moral ground to advise us on what to do or how to do it. You are not a financial member. You are a Biafran, so that because being a person from this part of the world gives you the right to membership. So you are a Biafran, you are an IPOB member, that is indigenous person of Biafra, that's what it means. So now, but you are not a member by fulfillment of obligations. So you don't have any input. You're not a financial member. You're not contributing to what we are doing. So you have no input. Just keep your opinion. God damn it. God damn your opinion. You understand me? Just mind your content creation. I was flipping through your comments, all those little kicky flying asses that we all put in all the comments, always talking about all of shit. Oh, I am available for threesome tonight. Are you living in Abuja? That's the comment that fit. That's so. These are the kind of things you know how to do. Please focus on it. Keep on doing it. It's okay. The comment, oh, is there any gay here? Is there any lesbian here? Is there threesome is available? This one. We don't discriminate against anybody who is doing anything, but it's not for us. It's a people. So, but it's okay by you. That's what you want. That's the kind of people you have as your followers. Rama, 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 ara, 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 you know. Talk about ass niggas all over you. And this is things you know how to do. Come on, focus on it. You don't come around what we're doing. You have no impute, man, nigga. You got me? You don't do well, you know. Please, just stay on your lane. Okay? Okay? Y'all got me? Because it will run into a big trouble you can't come out from. So those who are clapping for you now, I'm sure they're not going to be around to protect you when time comes for this. You understand me? So not only you for Sabi from Yankee, like I tell you. So tell you, I want you to stay clear from what we are doing. If you want to be involved, that's okay. It's open for everybody. But when you are not willing to be involved in the way that will help us, you're not contributing in a very good way that will help what we are doing, then you only come to tell us to stop Monday sit at home when you don't even know why we are doing it. You are now telling us that the reason the Fulani, the Yoruba don't want us to go is because we have not given them the card that the card of agreement where we will sell cheaper to them than. But of course, that's not what they want. Even now that you are still together, all the oil blocks, the licenses, is with the Fulani people and the Yorubas. You have seen what has been spreading, circulating for the last. They are now busting Tinubu's secret that he has 13 licenses alone. So you can see what we are doing. We are doing a very good job to liberate all of us. These people don't want you to go because they see you as their subject. So I've given you reason as given by our Supreme Leader, Namikano, who is the leader of the movement, the primus. That is the primus, interfere. The PM now, Mazi Simon Ekpa, he's open to ideas, but the people who was it, from people, now we have been able to clear the air. You dabbled into yet another topic that is also sensitive to the extent in which it is. You mentioned Ikuroku Basara Israel. Side I Adam Mananso Yanibu. Ikuroku Basara Israel na Hamas. One name I didn't malo. I mentioned some fallacies we committed before. Yet again, you are committing more fallacies. The fallacy committed about fallacy ad ignorantia. Fallacy ad ignorantia. So you mentioned about the democracy coming from Greek. So these are all Greek and Latin originating words, legal, and these are things that where knowledge is built around. Fallacy ad ignorantia. You advance on ignorant things you don't really know. You're not really foundational. For the mere fact that you can speak English reasonably well, that doesn't mean you understand different concepts that guide and governs the human society. These are things you are ignorant of. So when you like them, then read about them, research about them. If Israel, oh, no, everybody man, and Israel and they are at fault here. Israel and they are, please. These are sensitive topics, please. You should advocate for peace, but not apportion blame to anybody. Israel and there, Israel and Palestine, Israel and Babuha, Mobana Hanogo, Israel and Nabirihana, and Nadeka 10-foot field. You see, and people who are not well informed on social and political issues. Social, political, economic issues will follow you. We follow your analysis because you are an influencer, they know, so they think you know. It is natural. That is a social behavior. They will now think, they already assume you know, and they take it. Before you know it, they form opinion on that. My brother, please make sure you are not known for this information. India, a na-akpọ ndị Palestine. First of all, o nwere obodo dịka Palestine. Anyị nwere Gaza. Anyị nwere the tribe of Judah, Israel, the Jewish people. Anyị nwere Gaza. And the city of Gaza has never been, it's never been a country. Kemgbe ndị Israel batara after the Holocaust, the German Holocaust, which was also inspired kwabaghị ofu onye na-akpụ isi n'ala. Ọ bụrụ na anyị gawa through the memory lane, you will learn. If at all I told you to draw your seat closer, ka ị ga-eme ntị. You understand? Ikwu amara ibe ezi ya. Kita ebe everybody na-asị agbaala na ụlọ mmụta ụlọ akwụkwọ a na-akpọ Al-Tabain school na Gaza. Ha agbagbuola ya, ha gbakasịrị everywhere, ha gbagbuola ụmụazị mmụta. Ha agbakwana na Al-Shifa hospital, ha gbasala everywhere. Ha gbabasakwala Ashlin hospital kwa, egbuola ha. Kedu ife merụ? You don't know about the details. Mana, you should know that in every difference, every disagreement, every fracas, every warring situation, there will be different sides, there will be different news, different sides. Every party will be bringing forth information to favor themselves. It is normal, it is logical. All the things you are hearing, akenwe. So, you better talk about topics you know about. Bikonu. Nwanne m nwoke ka ị hapụ ịbụ onye ama maka onye na-agba asịrị ama ụgha. Ife mere ebe ahụ bụ na ndị a na-akpọ Hamas esighị n'elu daa. Ihe niile na-eme kịta na nwere icheke ma ebe anyị sị gị na-agbagbuo n'ụmụazị mee nke Shifa hospital na ebe niile chike ife mee bụ na ndị kpatara nkụ arụrụ bụ ndị Hamas, ndị na-egbu mmadụ, ndị ogbu mmadụ, ndị otu ogbu mmadụ. Dịka unu na-ayakwa, if you support Hamas, you should support Boko Haram. The Palestinian ordinary citizens are innocent people. Israel that was attacked, the citizens of Israel are innocent people. Then what is the problem? The problem is the terrorist group that have been constituting nuisance. And how? Are they alone? No, they're not acting alone. Bikonu. This issue is sensitive, so we shouldn't talk about it. We should be praying for these people, advocating for peace. That is the best thing we can do for them. Pray for them, advocate for peace. Tell them to see reason why they should coexist together as brothers. That's what matters right now. Ndị a na-akpọ ndị Hamas ji ebe ụlọ ọgwụ a, ebe ụlọ akwụkwọ a mee, and this is an international crime. Eji ebe ahụ wee mee ebe a na-akpọ ihe dịka ihe na-akpọ iji chekwa onwe ha. Ha ji ebe ụlọ akwụkwọ nọ. It's a very big crime, and the funny thing is that ndị mba ụwa anaghị ekwute okwu ya. Eji onwe ha na-akpọ human shield. Ọhịa ndị a ji ebe ụlọ ọgwụ na ụlọ akwụkwọ ndị a mee. And you don't expect Israel anyị agbachikwuru nkịtị maka na eme ọ mere m ụfọdụ ha enye time. Anytime, ha gwagwu na ndị a n'otu ndị anọba na unu kwapụkwa m here. Mana ọ bụkwa maka ịhapụ ndị a, na ya hapụrụ ha, it's not possible now. Now, it's in every time ha mere attack, Israel mee nke a, anabiri ha na Israel, no Israel na anabi ana. Brother, like I said earlier, there is much to this than the eye can meet. As much as I know, you are not informed on this. Even if you are talking, if you are even tracing back to the German, the Holocaust, you can see that n'ọkwa ofu onye Yabash Ilk Yabash Ilk mechara zọba Joseph bụ onye mere encourage the German government sị na ndị Israel dị njọ gbaba ha ọgwụ n'otu Israel nwecha business niile nọ na Germany kịta na azụmahịa niile ma technology their research institute na Israel na ọgbụgba na aka ọtụtụ ndị a n'oge before mara ya ndị a mebe anya ofu ebe ha nọ. Onye mere ejigbo ha kịta na ndị Germany na-regret ihe ji mee ha. Onye mere tata dịka mụ na gị na-ekwu okwu, ndị Germany si mba ebe ndị Israel nwụ ka ha ya ahụ na nke a na biko ha na-ayọ mgbaghara ka ya bụrụ ihe site na enyemaka na nyere ha aka na agha a na-achọ ịnụ ha na ndị Iran na ndị ọzọ ndị mba ikpo isi na ala niile gbakọrọ ọnụ. Otegofa bidoro ya. We can even trace back to 1936 1937. Ife bidoro taa. If you remember, Imana onye na-achị ndị Egypt mgbe nwa na bụ onye na-akpọ Yasser Arafat bụ onye so wee butete ọgba aghara niile because imago a na-akọ akụkọ n'enu mgbe ahụ ifo aghụghọ abata because ndị vice atọgbu ụtọ si wepụ aghụghọ bụ ihe na-abata ihe a na-etwist fact. Ihe niile na ndị niile na-ekwugide ndị mba Israel ndị kemgbe ha ghọtakwa na ife a na-akpọ antisemitism na-agagon on kemgbe. Kedu ihe mere ihe niile a ji bido? The name Palestine, kedu mgbe o bidoro zaba? Kedu mgbe e bidoro n'ụba the name Palestine? How long? Ihe a ka bụcha ife ọfụ. It's not been there all along. Anyị nwere ebe a na-akpọ Gaza, mana enwere ebe a na-akpọ, rather before the name you hear before is Philistine, and you hear Israel. Israel has been for over 5,000 years. That these people migrated and still return back and hold. If you want to, then why are you accepting some historical facts that exist? And these countries are even still existing. If you want to now debunk, these countries are existing. Now, if you say there is no country like Israel, that means you need to reject the Bible first of all before you can continue. These things, all the names you hear in the Bible are the names of human environment that are existing till today. Those places where you think they're not, it can only happen that the name has been changed. That you have Nigeria today now, and tomorrow, like somebody once advocated, the name Nigeria should be changed to another name. So once you do that, it would have solved a greater percentage of Nigerian problem. No, if you change the name now, somebody tomorrow will come to argue it's no more Nigeria. It's not. A lot of countries that you hear in the Bible, it wasn't like a statehood, the modern state. It wasn't like modern state. It was more of kingdoms, emirates, and all of that. Cities. So we must be guided in discussing sensitive topics so that we don't contribute in causing problem in human society. Because the name Palestine is just barely 57, 58 years, not more than, it is in fact 57 years old. This name that is why now, if the argument today, if you after this program now you want to read up about it, that there have been arguments as to the origin of the name Palestine. Now the Akpi na say no, the Zionists nyere the name. Then ndị mba Israel ejikwara aka ha sị gị mba na ha nwa ma nke bụ eziokwu no, this man no, ndị Egypt na ụmụnne ha na butere afọ ahụ maka ha na-achọ ịzọrọ ana. Ịzọ ana bụ their target. Always ana mmenye gị, in fact ịkpanitego mmụọ m ma agwa gị about this thing now, because I needed to have read more, but I don't have time. But at least I know this story very well. I followed up. I am a political scientist, so we know about development. I am a philosopher, so we are somehow historians too. Yes, we are somehow custodians of history and the traditions, of course, of people where we have interest in. So now you can see that the Zionists, the Jews too, they told you this thing came from Yasser Arafat. Simple, just Yasser Arafat. He's the one that came up with this name. There was a reason. While thank you. I think we need to also flow in a way that will be very much more helpful to this discussion, because while it is very important, we learn from all sides. So you just need to get this, brother. You need to get this. That's number one. Now, kemgbe a na-anụ agha, a na-anụ ọgụ a n'etiti ndị Israel na ndị niile na-akpụ isi n'ala, maka na ọ bụrụ ọsọsọ ndị dịka m gwago gị already, enwere ebe a na-akpọ Palestine, enweghị like a country bụ Palestine. So ọwụ that city of Gaza, then enwere some area, there are some portions of land which are basically anandị dị nkịtị. Now this period enwere side a na-akpọ West Bank, o side a na-akpọ East Jerusalem, yotago, o side bụ West Jerusalem. Now ana Jerusalem mụ na gị ma everybody ma bụ ana ndị Juu, ọwa na kemgbe ị na-anụ ya na akwụkwọ nsọ, mana ndị a gachaziri ije bata bak azọsịba ihe niile. Okay, ebe ọ bụ na onweghị ndị megoro occupied land as human being, then ihe mere bụ na ndị UN wee bata si ọ dị ka m agbadakwudo ya na sef bido ya na mbido 1937, the year 1937 ebidogo nwebe ukwu mgbe aka nwee League of the Nation, enwebero UN, ihe ka nọ mgbe ahụ bụ League of the Nation. No, it was after the World War that the UN now came up to as a universal body to, you know, to make sure these issues of war doesn't occur again. Now, this 1937, its issues are rising. They came to mediate as League of the Nation. In my family, India, ndị Egypt, ndị Jordan, ma ndị Lebanon, ma Syria o, ndị a kwechiri si mba, ha si mba na ya enwe that two-state system. Let my brother, you exist. Hey, kwechiri. 10 years after 1947, the issue of state system was raised again. Ndị ekwechikwara o, kwechishiere ike. Fast forward, after 30 years, that is ebe 1967, ndị ebido n'ụsawa Israel ezigbo ọgụ again. Ọkwa ezigbo ọgụ. Then this time about 7 countries bụ ihe gathera together, obido ofu onye. That time America sị na ọ chọghị ịdị totally involved, so that this should have him escalate. So but they regulate the war ka happy use adverse ngwa agha. Mana one thing ha ya eme guarantee bụ na unu na-eme ha ka ọ hapụ inye the region nsogbu. Now there was Lebanon there, there was Egypt there was Iraq, Iran, there was Syria, then Saudi Arabia bụzi ndị buru ndị amị ha bunye den meje ndị amị ha with army ndị Egypt. Then Transjordan, always the land grabber, the real land grabber, because okay, don't worry, let me not run speed, so that like speed Darlington, let me not run speed. So now this here bụ ndị bịa kpụkọ ọnụ anụsanda ọgụ a na-agwa gị ha bụrụ obere ọgụ. Anụsiri ọgụ ahụ setụlụọ, UN now came in. UN now had to come in. And you remember that this was just barely 2 years after the United Nations. Barely 2 years after the United Nations. So UN had to wade into the matter. Okay, let us have an arrangement of partitioning. Oga, you, Judah, take your side. The Jewish people, take your side. You, Gaza, and the other Arab people who come to, make for a United States with you. You people now take this part. Take the West Bank. Sorry, take the Gaza Strip. You people take there. Oh yeah, let us be in the. Let us now oversee the West Bank. It was a problem. Let us take this certain area. Let it be an international environment. These people said no. They are not interested. Because if they allow this, Israel will have to progress. The Jews will now have to, So what they're advocating is that why they accept the peaceful settlement, the mediation, but they don't want Israel to inhabit here. They should just look for somewhere else. Now the mediation attempt failed. Please, YouTube, remember, we are not doing anything incitement. We are trying to even bring peace. So we hate violence. We are not talking violence here. So please don't sanction us. We are talking peaceful. It's a peaceful deliberation amongst ourselves. We are, some people want to take side. We are advocating nobody should take side, but this is good. They know the background of the story so that they will now know that there are innocent people who are being victim of what they don't know. So there should be peace so that nobody will be a victim of any circumstance. That's what we are advocating here. So let us continue, my people. Now if that according to your this Sinandia, Bondi nke anyị ahụ ọjọọ na ọha nwere eme abịa chụpụnata ndị mgbe ọbụla anụrụ ọga chụpụnata ndị a kpabiri ana chụpụnata ndị a kpabiri ana ọ bụghị otu ahụ unu si ekwu ya. And ọ bụgodoro in fact ebe ọbụla mmadụ bụ na ịnọ mmadụ achọrọ gị bịa o kwesịghị ka ọ nụsị ọgụ ahụ afọ ya mba ị nọrọ onwe gị mmadụ abịa o kwesịrị inyejuo ya ọgụ ọnụ ọ ya abụọ chetakwa echi osi nke m gara aga nakwanụ m ije. So now you can see otu ife a si dị na-eruo 1967 again emechala nke 47 because ọ nke 47 ka emechaziri UN si mba ma ndị ekwere na ha ekweghọ we are declaring Israel, we are giving them their full autonomy, they should enjoy their statehood. Otu akwa otu ọzọ Israel became, and now they begin to work hard like they are known for, and they worked it out. Today Israel of yesterday, you can see how and where they are now. Now people are now talking of them as a superpower. Na-emechitere ndị ọzọ ndị nke ọzọ ebere dịka na ndị Israel bụ nya dị ị na-emegide obere nwa gị ị na-emegide obere nwa echefuo na ọkwa maka ngọzi Chukwu. Yotago, we should also always follow these issues the way they are. Yes, anything but anti-Jewish propaganda, we must avoid it. We must avoid it. Kedu ihe bụ isi dọkpụ ntị, isi kpọ ntị, isi dọbụ ntị? Kedu ife ọ bụ? Kedu ife na-aka ọsọ ọgụ a mgbe ọbụla ọgụ a? Kedu ife ọ bụ? Ngwa ka anyị na-anya ife ọ bụ. Ife na-aka ọsọ ihe a bụ na ndị a nwere ihe na-akpọ anti-Semitism spirit. Ha ji ihe a na ha kpọrọ ndị Israel asị. Kpọọ ha si dịka otu esi akpọ nsị asị. Onye mere abịa n'akwụkwọ ha na-agụ akwụkwọ ekpemchi ha unu maga akwụkwọ ndị na-akpụ isi n'ala, akwụkwọ ekpemchi ndị na-akpụ isi n'ala dịka akwụkwọ nsọ ha. Ebe a ka ya jee wee fụ ife mere ede jiri bee nwee imetụ eze bende ede ya anụbụ nwee bakara. So na ọ nwee ife mere eze ji bee nwee mekwa ife ahụ. Ị gaa n'akwụkwọ ha akwụkwọ a na-akpọ Sura amaokwu 9 haya 29 wee sị gị na ha ga-akpọ ndị bụ niile bụ ndị na-ekpere Chineke n'ụzọ nke ndị nke anyị ma na-eyuzu akwụkwọ nsọ bụ ndị enyewere akwụkwọ nsọ iji wee gaa njem bụ ndị anaghị eso n'ụkpụrụ n'ụzọ nke ha nwa bụ ndị na-akpụ isi n'ala na ha ga-emebila ndị dị otu a ma laa ha n'iyi. Ha agaghị ekwe ka ndị n'otu a bụrụ ndị agbata obi ha nọrọ. Akwụkwọ nsọ ha na-ekwu. Nwanne m ịgụcha ihe dị otu a ị na-ịjụ mmadụ ka ihe bụ ha nọkọta ya ha nọ nnọọ iwe were ha for nothing eje gbagbusiwe ndị nọ n'obe ha. Ọkwa maka na Israel bụ ndị na-atụ egwu Chineke Ọbụrụ na ọwụ mba dịka Russia ka ndị a mere ihe dị otu a ekpochapụgo ha enweghị ya dịka nke abụọ maazị nke a ndị nne ha ga-ebe ekpochapụ obodo ahụ with that kind of Israeli military capability. So bikonu, let us give peace a chance. So emebe ife a ka o si too ụtọ na ndị ka ike ndị na-emenwe ife anyị agakwara ka unu si eche ọwụkwa ịkọ asịrị ndị a na-akpọ mba Israel tụbakwa egwu fasikwa ike ma ọ bụ na ị da-atụrụ egwu ka m na-ekwu. So biko ife na ịmara ọmara asị akpara osi geruo akpara egeruo ịmasịrị anya efe ekwu na maka ya that ihe a niile bụ ihe butere esemokwu ihe mmụọ mkpụrụ ọjọọ akụnye n'ime ha then Yasser Arafat bịazie nnọọ wee rụzie mmụọ ọjọọ ụlọ n'ime ya wee so ndị be ha. Many have gone. O riela ọtụtụ isi o rigo ọtụtụ isi ori mana Chineke nyere anyị aka. Chineke nyere anyị aka. Ime ọtụtụ ugbo na na-eme ha atak n'afọ iri atak a na-eme ndị aka nọ biko nụ anyị taa ata malụ ka anyị taa ya ata ihe ọbụla anyị na-eche ya consume let's masticate it before swallowing it. Very important, very important. Kemgbe ndị a mesịrị nwere onwe ha tupu ha enwe nwere onwe ha ọgụ mgba ike ọgụ na-etu ihe a si enyere anyị aka panụ onwere ofukpụrụ ụzọ si enyere anyị aka. Mgbe ndị a bidoro na-eme ihe 1967 ndị oke agbasara m unu after 47 o ruo 1967 abịakwa ka ekwe ha ndị ekwekwa ọkwa ebe o ruzi 1982 ka ha bịa kwere o ruo 1982 ha bịa kwere. Mgbe ha na-abịa ikwere ha nyekwa condition which is not healthy. 2017 again mgbe aka ndị Hamas bịaziri si nke ha ịma ndị nke kweburu 1982 bụ the Islamic Council they summoned their meetings so that there will be peace in the region, but Hamas ekwere. Now Hamas ekwere as is the Ghana that other agreement of 1967 mgbe ha ekwe bụ na ha ekwego kịta mana na okwukwe ekwekwa bụ na ha ya adịkwa happy na for Israel too. Ifugo na okwu na-ekwu dị serious. Biko na ụmụnna m ka anyị were oge anyị mee ife ọzọ. So please share this video until it gets to him. Share it to go viral. Drop your comment. Your opinion is very important to us. If you have not subscribed to our channel, please kindly do. And if you have subscribed, don't subscribe again. You can only maybe hit on the button for notification like bell, so you can hit on that button. And so Biko, thank you, lovers of freedom, thank you for your time. I think this video is very long enough. Please don't be discouraged. Thank you, and remain blessed. Akpan Asuko.